YouTube, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. It's been 3 weeks since Season 5 dropped for Modern Warfare Zombies, and I've been noticing that maybe I've been getting an increase in the legendary loot that we've been getting from Tier 3 rewards. I've been able to complete 143 contracts since the drop of Season 5 that we've been keeping track of, and I wanted to answer the question, did they buff the legendary loot drops in Tier 3? Well, maybe. Let's go. Well, how lucky are we to spawn right next to this Aether tear here? I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm going to try to get into the Tier 3 zone and actually complete a triangle so that I got some tools and crystals that maybe I can make some more content later on today. But the focus of this video today, as I mentioned in the intro, is whether or not they have boosted the rewards inside of the Tier 3 zone. I completed 143 contracts throughout since Season 5 launched up until the making of this video. And much like when we did this episode, the last time I did this was back in Season 3. I always kind of told you guys we'll test each and every season and we'll see if any changes have been made from one season to another, and then we'll go back, and if I think something may have changed, then we'll go ahead and we'll make a video on it and we will talk about it. Sponsored by Messy Modding. They're a Call of Duty service company. They go in and unlock camos for you, including Interstellar and Borealis. They have pre-made accounts, nuke surfaces, schematics, and more. Tons of reviews over on Trustpilot. Use code COOL to save 5%. Use the link in the description down below. All right, so 143 contracts we tested, and out of which we got 9 legendary tools and 3 flawless crystals. Now, the reason I said maybe in the intro to this video is because I wanted to go back. So in Season 3, we did a total of 383 contracts that we tested. And over that 383 contracts, we got a total of 7 legendary Aether tools and a total of 5 flawless crystals over all of those contracts. Now, obviously, that's a significantly higher amount of contracts than we were able to complete for the testing of this one so far, and mainly because Tier 3 is been pretty relatively inaccessible. A lot of times there are so many people inside of the Tier 3 zone anymore that it's hard to get these contracts completed. It's hard to do as many contracts as we would like to do. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this bounty, so that'll get us doing a contract. So it's been a little bit more difficult of a time trying to complete enough contracts to do all of this testing. Now, I do have a couple of more perks and things that we can throw on here. We got golden plates, and we got some quick revive, some dead shot, if it'll let me do it. The game's just a little bit laggy right now. Also got an Aether blade here with us, and we brought a sigil. And if we need some transportation around the map, I brought a blood burner as well. So we might need to use that in order to get to a few of these contracts. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw the build up on screen here for you that we're using for our static HV. And I've made, I think, a couple of small tweaks to it versus some builds that I have used in previous videos. There are so many zombies here in this Tier 3 zone right now, and they are just chasing us everywhere. We could really use some PhD, man, that dog fire. Let's go ahead and get off some of these bad boys. Look at this, Mega has chased us all the way up here. Oh, what are you doing, homeboy? He was all the way back by the bridge. He followed us all the way up here. All right, come on, cool. We get in. There we go. Get a head blown off. We'll go ahead. We'll fight this guy real quick. Why not? The static HV is very good. I really do enjoy this weapon very much in this game. I love the snappy responsiveness that you get. And even you run this thing in tac stance, there's basically no ADS whatsoever. Got a little bit of recoil that you got to worry about, but there's 2 heads blown off right there off that guy already. Of course, we do have dead shots, so that is helping us out a ton right now. Go ahead, and I think what we should do here, kill a couple more zombies real quick, and that should get us our energy mine. There we go. We got our energy mine. Let's go ahead and use it, and then we'll use this to get it back. So there you go. That's some good work there. All right, cool whip. Let's go, buddy. Just a few more criticals on this bad boy, and you're going to have him. I don't even feel like we've really focused all that much on this Mega Abomination, but we got him pretty much dead already. Give me a couple more criticals there. Oh, we are so close. We are so close. We got a lot more zombies coming our way right now. Now, as soon as things are a little less hectic here, I'll start talking a little bit more about these contracts and why I'm not 100% sure. And I don't want to say that, yeah, indeed, these things have been buffed. All right, we got that guy done. Oh, some napalm burst. We'll take that. All right, and then we got a mangler down here for our bounty, which is awesome since we just picked up the napalm burst from that mega abomination. So when you look back at season 3, I mean, yeah, we got more legendary tools than we did back when we did the testing in season 3. We got 9 of them over 143 contracts in this testing, while we only got 7 over the 383 in season 3. Now, it is very, very possible that we could continue testing here, get ourselves up to that amount of contracts. We could go the next 100 contracts, 150 contracts, and never see another legendary Aether tool. That is certainly possible. But what I kind of want to focus on is, well, finishing this guy off first. But I am going to keep continuing to test and see if these things are continuing through multiple weeks here, and even against more updates than just what we have. We got Season 5 Reloaded coming out soon. We'll see if any significant changes get made with that. I don't really see any big changes coming in the future for Modern Warfare Zombies. I think the game is pretty much in the state that it's going to finish in. I don't think they're going to make any significant changes to the rewards. I don't think they're going to make any significant changes to how the contracts are handled in Tier 3. Oh, we barely got to that one. So if things do continue the way they are, then I would say, yeah, they did make a slight buff to the rewards for Tier 3. But if they kind of start to roll back a little bit, well, then, of course, you know, maybe they didn't, and we were just lucky over the number of contracts that we were able to complete. And I didn't notice any significant difference in the time of day that we were playing. The last time we did this in Season 3, we did do some different testing based on time of day and based on day of the week, things like that, peak hours, off-peak hours, weekends, weekdays, all those sorts of things. And there really was not a significant difference whatsoever in the rewards over different periods of time. It may kind of seem that way. I think it's just a matter of how lucky you might get at one particular point in time whenever you're on the game and when you're not. But given that we have gotten 9 legendary tools, and I mean, we did get 5 flawless crystals, which is kind of a lot. So I do think that, yeah, there probably was a small buff made to the loot, and I don't think it's super significant. 9 legendary tools is not real significant when you're talking about the number of contracts that we've done. That's well less than 10% of the contracts. I would say that it's probably right around a 5% chance in dropping. Now, that's about 1 in every 20 contracts. Now, can you expect it to happen 1 in every 20 contracts? No, absolutely not, because that's not how statistics work. Over a period of time and with a large enough sample size, then yeah, it's going to equal out to about 1 out of every 20 contracts. You'll end up getting yourself a legendary Aether tool or a flawless crystal out of those. It's definitely never going to be just every 20 contracts, hey, I'm going to get a legendary Aether tool. You might get multiple of them in a row. Like, that could happen. You could get really lucky and you could hit multiple in a row. Think about it like playing roulette. And the odds aren't very good for it being 0 or double 0 for it to come up. But if you bet all of the numbers, you know, maybe you put $1 on every single one of the numbers 1 through 36, and then bam, oh man, a 0 come up. So you do it again the next time, and oh my gosh, another 0 come up, or this time a double 0. And you know, that might happen 4 or 5 times in a row. Statistically improbable, but it does happen, and that's how statistics work. It's never just a straight up, this is guaranteed to happen 1 out of every 20 times. It's just over a course of a long enough period of time, you will see it even out there, but it'll probably never be exactly that. But the numbers kind of line up to be what represents to me about 5%. And that was kind of the feeling that I had after doing the Season 3 ones, and it might come up to a right around 5%. So it's a maybe for me. The answer is a maybe, and there just isn't enough sample size for us to really say for sure. Now, if I continue the testing and we get 500, 600, 700 contracts deep, and I notice that, hey, maybe we are more up around 6, 7, 8%, and that number is staying relatively consistent through a lot more contracts, then I think we can definitely say 100% that the rewards are bumped. Now, if we were able to pool everybody's rewards as a community and see what everybody is getting all of the time and do our testing that way. And we would really know for sure exactly what kind of rewards we're getting from tier 3, because we would have definitely a large enough sample size to be able to make those determinations. But just one person, or even just a couple of YouTubers, even if we pulled data from, multiple channels and we kind of did it that way, we'd get a lot better of an idea as well. But at least right now, the numbers are lining up to maybe that there was a small buff. I don't think it would have been much, maybe 2 or 3% chance of an increase, but 2 or 3% of a chance of an increase in chance to get one of these items is actually pretty huge in a game like this. It doesn't need to be, a massive change, because if they made it, say, 10%, so if every time you spin the lottery on a contract there, which is basically what you're doing, you're spinning a slot machine, if there's a 10% chance every single time of one of those rewards coming up, well, that is very significant, and you're going to be seeing them all of the time, because a 10% chance is a pretty high chance. And it's significantly less, like even 5% doesn't sound like it's a huge difference, but in the world of statistics and the way all of that stuff works, that extra 5% drop is actually very, very significant as to how often that you would see those particular rewards pop up. I'm going to see if we can get up here and get this cargo delivery. Let's see if we can run fast enough. Coal Whip, let's go, buddy. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep the feet moving. Truck it, baby, truck it, truck it. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Oh, we got it, baby. Let's go. Man, we are beating everybody with all of the Scorchers to everything right now. That's actually kind of exciting because, obviously we don't have one. And I think we're going to visit the Season 1 Dark Aether in this one. It's been a while since I have been in the Season 1. We've been doing a lot of the Season 2 Dark Aether, and we don't have any Elder Sigils, so I think the Season 1 might be a good matchup for us for this particular gameplay, because I do have the Aether Blade with me, which really helps with the escort contract, so I think it's a good idea that maybe we visit the Season 1 Dark Aether. All right, so I want you all to let me know down in the comments, what have you been experiencing? Have you been feeling like you're getting more legendary tools and more flawless crystals than you did previously? Is that something that you're experiencing in game, or you don't feel like maybe there hasn't been much change at all? Now, I do want everybody to just kind of keep their mind focused on every contract you do cannot give you a great reward. Otherwise, this game would be even more boring to play than it currently is for some players. If you got great loot out of every single reward that you did, well, then, there wouldn't be a whole lot of point in playing this game. So just kind of keeping that in mind in general there. So I think all of the other rewards in the game right now, I think they're pretty darn balanced as far as tier 3 is concerned. I do think that they've made some minor tweaks here and there, trying to balance out things. Oh, look at that. There's 2 mega abominations here, trying to balance out getting those legendary rewards, because they don't want to make them too easy and too accessible, but they also don't want them to be too rare either, that it makes playing the game feel incredibly not rewarding to the player. So I think it's very much a balancing act in that they have been doing some of those things. And our screen is all goofed up in colors here. Let's take the brain rot here. So it very much is a balancing act between everything as a whole as to making the game rewarding without making it too easy to where you're getting too many good rewards out of every single contract. So hopefully what I'm saying there makes sense to everybody. And look at that, we won another race to another contract. Let's go. We got ourselves a mangler this time. Now we don't have our napalm burst anymore because I swapped that out for some brain rot, just to kind of help us out in the Dark Aether just a little bit more once we do get in there. The brain rot overall is a little bit more helpful. You can turn some zombies. You can turn some special zombies, which is what really makes brain rot to be as helpful as it can be. All right, we need to take care of all of these zombies here that are chasing us down here before we go off and do anything. Let's go ahead and just use the energy mine and let's get rid of them. Come on in here, guys. Come on in. Don't be scared. Oh, we got a mimic. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're coming from both sides. All right, let's get a few plates on and turn around and get these bad boys, get these mimics trying to flank us. Get off of me, you two, you gotta go. There we go. All right, and that guy is turned. Perfect. All right, now we can get down here on to our mangler. Can you just put the cannon away there for just a moment? I would like to just kill you real quick so I can gather your rewards in the essence that I get from beating you, because that's going to help me to go to the buy station and buy some things for my Dark Aether run, where I have a much higher likelihood of getting legendary loot, which is on a Dark Aether run in total is probably more along the lines of 70 to 80% chance of getting a legendary tool and a flawless crystal from the Dark Aether if you're completing all 3 contracts. That's about the odds in which you will get one. So the odds in each contract then are pretty darn high as far as you getting the really good rewards out of the Dark Aethers. So just kind of keep that in mind. And that seems to be, I can't really speak for the Season 3 Dark Aether because I don't go in there. But as far as the Season 1 and Season 2, that's pretty much about the rate that I see them, almost pretty consistently, 70-80%. It's very, I feel like it's very rare that I go into the Dark Aether anymore and I don't come out with at least a legendary tool or a flawless crystal, if not both, especially if I'm completing all 3 contracts. Now, it does happen a lot more often if I'm only completing 2. Of course, more often, I'm not going to come away with one of those items. But I think what we're going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to head to a buy station, and we're going to go ahead and I will see you in the Season 1 Dark Aether. Okay, so here we are inside the Season 1 Dark Aether. Honestly, the best for rewards, we just kind of made a video talking about which one is the best Dark Aether and what my favorite one is. And I know some of you at least had to be surprised that the Season 3 is actually my favorite, even though I literally never go there. Because there's no reason for me to go there unless I just want to have some very specific fun, I guess. There's just no reason to go into Season 3. But we would like to have some Scorchers. I do have a couple in my stash right now, but I would like to have some that I feel comfortable just being able to just play a game using a Scorcher. And I don't know, I mean, I guess I can do it anytime that I want, but I like to have things in my stash in case there's specific content that I might want to make about something in particular. As long as I have the items in my stash to do it, then that's awesome. So I do try to keep certain things in my stash for those reasons. There we go. Let's go ahead and start taking out these guys here. All right. Let's see if they're going to come up here. I don't think they're coming up right this minute. Oh, we got another mangler right back here. We'll take care of him. Maybe. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's get this bad boy started and let's get this show on the road. All right, we got our first monkey bomb out there. Got a little testy there for a moment there, as there's always a mimic that just wants to ruin your day and show up at like the worst possible time. A mimic will show up and just start beating on your ACV whenever you need to get a monkey bomb or something out. But if my calculations are right, there should be, you know, about an 80% chance that we're going to walk away from this Dark Aether with a legendary tool or a flawless crystal, if not both, in our stash by the end of this thing. So I guess I'm real curious. Let's find out if that is indeed going to be the case for us. And I guess if it's not, I guess we got that 20% to fall back on. But it is pretty much guaranteed that, you know, I do find those things when I'm inside of the Dark Aethers. And I'm sure that you all pretty much experience the same thing, especially if you're in the Elder version of the Dark Aether. And I guess that's more what I'm talking about, the Elder versions, because those are much, much more likely versus the regular sigils to contain those items. So I guess keep that in mind as well. Where did that pop? I heard, I don't know where it went. I heard like a nuke or double points or something there explode, but I don't know where that happened. So I'm going to throw the energy mine right down there. We already have our monkey bomb equipped. Perfect. We turned that zombie. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy queued up. Get him thrown down the street. And, oh, we got a mimic coming to beat on our stuff here. Wait for that to explode and get another one off there. Perfect. All right, now let's take care of this mimic, hopefully before he does too much damage. We got a mangler here. There's been a lot more special zombies that have been showing their way up into this escort contract than there typically has been. So I know for sure that they have made some changes to the way this escort contract is. And there's been a lot more special zombies, way more than there used to be. 100%. I mean, I've done this contract so many times. I can certainly feel the difference. And let's see if we can get these guys killed off here without too much problem. Get that, and we'll save our energy mine for right down here. Get this mangler out of here. Come on, buddy, you gotta go. Get him, Coal Whip. Let's go. Come on, come on. Okay, we're not getting him, so that's no energy mine. Energy mine. There we go. Oh man, I almost wasted our monkey bomb there. All right, we're almost to the final stop here. Now, of course, there is a turret circuit here, and we don't have one. I usually try to bring one in with me, but I did not find any on this particular run. But we can go ahead and we'll get this thrown out right about now. Try to get our timing perfect there. And we'll try to take care of these special zombies while we're waiting. I need to get this off. This is going to explode. Perfect. Get that down the way. All right. And we got some Casimir's devices here that we'll use once that one explodes. And we'll just throw one Casimir right down in front. And that should do it. That should be enough for us to finish this contract. And then we'll have those other 3 Casimirs that will be ready for us for the other contracts. All right, go ahead. Come on. We need you to... There we go. Launch. There we go. Perfect. Oh, we're going to go down. We are so going to go down here. Oh, whip. Okay. Oh, my gosh. What is happening? Ay, ay, ay. We got all kinds of mangler. What? Come on. Get off of me. Oh, this is insanity. How many manglers do we have to fight off here right now? All right, we're going to have to... Oh, jeez. Come on, Coal Whip. All right, let's do an energy mine here. That might help weaken some of these bad boys. We got one of them turned. Perfect. All right. I think we got them all taken care of. And what have we got in here? We got a dog bone. Go ahead and stow that away. We got an extra self-revive, but we're good on that front. Now, let's see... I don't think that... Oh, there is something in that room. That is a long case, so we are going to go down here, and we are going to pick up that key from the parking lot. Now, I got to give a little bit of credit. Oh, my gosh. Coal Whip, learn to talk. I got to give a little bit of credit there to Crazy Shoot, because honestly, I didn't know that I could see through this wall from the outside. I've always climbed up and gone and looked through the door. But I was watching one of Crazy Shoot's videos, and he's like, oh, yeah, you can see it from the outside here. And honestly, I did not know that. So thank you to Crazy Shoot for that one. Saved me a little bit of time from running up on here. Look at that. We got a Scorcher too, baby. Let's go. And of course, it comes with that nuke, which is awesome. And we don't have anything to throw away at the moment, so we're going to have to check here first and see if there's anything in this room before we go and grab that other key. And I don't see anything in there. No. So we don't need to go grab that other key. I'm going to go ahead and go up and grab the escort, or not the escort contract, but the extractor contract here. All right. Now, if I had a Scorcher, of course, I would hop up there and get the insta-kill before we went and did any of this. But we don't have that. So we're just... I should have shot the mangler first. Ah, Coal Whip, you know better, buddy. You would have turned that mangler with the first shot, because the brain rot is time-based. So if you haven't shot your gun in a while and you see a special zombie coming at you and other zombies, make sure you shoot the special first, because it'll turn the special zombie before you turn one of the regular zombies, because it is a time-based every so often, the amount of time that goes off there. Yeah, anyway. Cool. You get what I'm saying. You understand what I mean. All right, let's get this off. Little energy mine there. And that might be enough here to finish this, as long as this mangler don't beat me to death first. Oh, we got away just in time. Just in time. And we saved our Casimirs. That is the key right there, because now I can just take one Casimir, throw it right there, and we're done with this one. Perfect. Coal Whip, you're playing this one like a champion. All right, let's see what we get from this reward rift here. Anything any good? And nothing. But like I said, that added little extraness that you get, that's the elder versions of these dark ethers. It is certainly not the regular one. You do get a much higher chance of getting good rewards in this regular dark ether than you do anywhere else, but it's the elder version where you really have that very significantly high chance of getting the legendary loot. It's not in this regular sigils. I would say it's probably only more like 20 to 30% ish, right around there, about 20% maybe, that you'll get a legendary tool or flawless crystal out of these rewards. And it's not even all that great that you get the good things like, you know, golden armor plates, which would be really handy. You would think that you would get a whole lot more of those. Let's get this energy mine here before things get out of control. Perfect. All right, cool whip. All right, so we are just going to outlast this contract, and I'll just see you at the end. And look at that. We got our one trick camo unlocked for this static HV also, so that is beautiful. Now, I don't know that we got enough of our Pack-a-Punch kills in order to get that camo. I have not seen that pop up, and we have not killed a significant amount of zombies this game. And a Pack-a-Punch 2 crystal, and that's all we're going to come away with there. This room down here is not empty. There's a VR11 or a ray gun or something in there, but I already have a couple of VR11s in my stash, so we'll check this one final room. So yeah, make sure if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, sub to the channel if you want more, and yeah, let me know down below, how have you been feeling about the tier 3 rewards? I feel like it might have gotten a slight buff, and only time will tell on that. But if there is anything to follow up on, I will follow up on it. My name's Cool Whip, and I'm out.